After all the things we see on the show of 90 Day Fiancé, you have to wonder, how did these people end up after the show? Today we're going to go over 90 Day Fiancé, where are the most controversial couples now. Welcome back to the Screen Cinema, let's get into the video. Number 10, Danielle and Mohammed. These two got off to a really sour start, to say the least. The pair, who had 15 years between them, decided to embark on a new relationship while living some pretty big lies. He never had a job lined up, as he claimed, when he moved to the States, and she had some financial skeletons hiding in her closet. This pair was also lacking intimacy, which is somewhat key to a budding romance. It surprised no one that this controversial pair divorced. These days, Mohammed works as a truck driver, and in a shocking twist, he and his ex-wife have turned their bitter divorce into a friendship. She has recently claimed that while Mohammed is on his long road trips, the two spend time talking on the phone. We have to be honest here, we didn't see that coming.
Has some stuff that I don't like, I complained about.
Number 9, Larissa and Colt. This series has seen some seriously rocky relationships over its seasons, and one of the rockiest was that of Larissa and Colt. The two first met over social media and quickly met up in Mexico. Despite barely knowing one another, they hurried into a marriage and then quickly divorced. They were explosive arguments, public accusations and squabbles, distrust and lies, and family issues in this short span of time. Even solid relationships would have a hard time weathering the hardships that Larissa and Colt faced. So where are these two now? Well, not married. Following their split, Larissa moved on to a new man, Eric Nichols, and dove headfirst into plastic surgery. Recently, there has been some speculation that this new relationship of hers might have also just been the skids.
And Colt's family is instantly suspicious.
Number 8, Mark and Nikki. The romance between Mark and a much younger Nikki made almost every viewer cringe. They were an odd pair out of the gate, with Mark acting more like a controlling and overbearing father than a partner and a lover. Fans of the show could barely stand this relationship unfold, and never did we think that they would make it to forever. We have to say we are surprised that Mark and Nikki are still reportedly together. While they both keep an extremely low social media profile, there have been recent sightings of the two together. Number 7, Jorge and Anfisa. Jorge and Anfisa were reality relationship gold. He was accused of being with her only for her looks, and then he landed himself in the clink. Anfisa was quickly coined a lazy gold digger by fans. Theirs was a marriage that contained not one, but two reality villains. No one could figure out which was worse, so perhaps they can make this work. It turns out that after 3 years of marriage, the couple finally decided to separate. After his release, Jorge got his groove back. He is sporting a revenge body and has stepped into the fashion world, collaborating with streetwear brand Kilos to Paris. She continues to grow as a social media influencer and a personal trainer. Both seem to be testing their relationship waters with new people, but something tells us the story is not entirely over.
You ready?
Yeah.
Number 6, Fernando and Carolina. We first met Carolina and Fernando in season 3 of the hit series, and while there seemed to be something there with them, we were not so sure that they had to go on to take the distance. She moved to Florida and lived with her man and his family. There were some issues there, to say the least. She also missed her own family and felt alone and isolated in their new life. Then there was the whole maybe cheating thing going on with Fernando. It doesn't look good for these two. 8 years later, the couple is still together. They have worked through their issues and are going strong.
To treat a woman. So I went on an international dating website, and that's how I...
Number 5, Ashley and Jay. Mom of 2, Ashley, and a much younger Jay met while she was vacationing in sunny Jamaica. Their steamy romance went south fast, largely in thanks to Jay continuing to play the field virtually. She filed for divorce, but the two rekindled their relationship during Ashley's illness. Again, she filed for a split, citing adultery as the reason. Once a cheater, always a cheater, goes the saying, and many ups and downs, and the trust between the pair seemingly shattered. They have been finally decided to end their roller coaster romance for good.
Understand downloading an app and talking to multiple women. That's not a misunderstanding.
Sure, can I talk?
Number 4, Nicole and Azan. Nicole Nasfigure and Azan Tafo were involved in the 4th and 5th seasons of 90 Day Fiancé. They met through an app and decided to dive into a controversial and problem-riddled relationship. There were lifestyle and cultural roadblocks, speculations regarding Azan's attraction to his partner, and of course, Nicole was already a parent to a young daughter.
It's okay.
You don't need a pasty.
Did you
Are
bring
you
it?
hungry?
Number 3, Rose and Big Ed. Oh man, were they ever an odd pair. An older Ed and his younger love, we were done before they basically began. Their relationship was one of the greatest train wrecks the show has ever seen. Basically, everyone was okay with them deciding to part ways and never reconnect. So what is going on with the lives of Rose Vega and Big Ed? She is currently running her own YouTube channel showcasing her family, her cooking and adventures, and life in the Philippines. Ed is perhaps venturing back into the wild world of reality dating. He was recently spotted dining out with a mystery lady and a camera crew.
The vasectomy.
What? I do.
Number 2, Chantel and Pedro. Chantel and Pedro had mountains of issues to work out in the earlier stages of their union, and no mountain was taller than the one considering their families. This couple had so much family drama going on, we nearly forgot that they themselves were the center of the show. Their brawling kin took front and center stage. We weren't so sure that they would still be standing after all we saw regarding this couple and their extended family. Miracles happen every day, folks. Chantel and Pedro are still together and still working through their relationship issues. The couple lives in Atlanta and has been spending serious quality time together thanks to the constant quarantine. As the kids in the future, the pair says perhaps, but not until all the family drama gets resolved.
Dining room and a living room and 3-bedroom, and it's like...
That's 10% the price.
Number 1, Angela and Michael. Grandma Angela and younger Michael showed that fans' chemistry that can take you a long way. It is safe to say that viewers got a front row seat to the pair's attraction to one another. It was enough for a lifetime. Thank you very much. The two have had trouble getting Michael back to the States and have quarreled over adding children to their family.
Good. Like it?
But what's that smell?
You know, it's just the air freshener.
This brings us to the end of our video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.